Hello everybody, welcome to another Making Monday Lovable video. For today's video and several of the upcoming videos, I thought I will make a little bit of a series, mainly targeted to those people of you who would like to become a scientific illustrator, and the lessons that I've learned throughout my journey. And I actually do think that several of those things apply to other aspects of life, or whether you want to become something else than a scientific illustrator. So this is why today's video, I call it the root or the basis of becoming a scientific illustrator. And I think that this is the most important part to be clear about, because everything else builds on this. And this root and this basis of the whole journey of becoming a scientific illustrator is you yourself. Whoever you are as a person is the center of it. Why this is so important to keep the focus on and to build upon is because otherwise you might get lost in the world with all the 50,000 things that are out there to be done, all the bucket lists of or to-do lists of step by step doing this and that. They are great tools, but there's so many out there that it becomes overwhelming, because some of them won't fit to you, others will fit really well, but you might never see them and come across them. So without knowing who you are at the core of yourself, your roots, it will be difficult. And the only person that knows that is actually you. Me standing here and sharing some thoughts and ideas and experiences that I went through might not resonate with you at all. And I cannot possibly tell you this is what you should do, this is what you're supposed to be doing next, because it might be completely wrong. So this is all just a guideline, just sharing ideas, what it's worth to pay attention to. So when it comes to you, and if you want to become a scientific illustrator, it's really important, what are your reasons? Why do you want to do it? Like deep down, what is it that brings you to this decision? I want to start that. Let's say I want to start my own company, becoming a scientific illustrator. It can be very personal. There might be people that resonate with them. For me, it was feeling completely out of place in academia and feeling my values, the way I am, doesn't fit at all, and feeling lost and not grounded at all, feeling the need or some kind of pressure to be changing who I actually am to be able to fit somewhere, and I cannot deal with that. I don't want to handle that. And a love of science and art, and realizing that it's combinable and actually super necessary. So there might be several reasons to know for you why you want to do it. And I took a couple of notes as well to not forget anything. So what is your own purpose as well, that you feel you will be feeling fulfilled by? So knowing this will always, whenever you might get lost, thinking, oh, I should do this or should do that, will ground you back again into what it is that you actually feel like, what you want. And that includes things like, where do you want to focus on? What type of illustrations do you want to do? What type of media do you want to use? Which area of biology, chemistry, physics do you want to focus on? Instead of standing there like, oh my God, I can do all the things. Because if you can draw and illustrate and you have a scientific understanding, you can do all of it. Does it make sense to, do all of it? Not at all in the beginning. It is actually of advantage to focus on something, again, what you really like. In my case, it was plant biology. I had a thread throughout my life that always, it was around plants. So I thought I'm gonna do this and study this, and my focus will be on plant illustrations. Yes, I can draw the other things, but they don't bring me as much joy as this, or some kind of angle towards plants. And that might be something completely different for you. And if you know that, if you identify this and you keep this at your root and your base in your mind, and you go for that because it fills you with joy and love, that's where you will have most of joy and love, and to be, you will be able to continue this path that's not always easy, that will face you, that will make you face different challenges and difficulties. But having this feeling of being grounded in what it is that you love, why you love it, how you want to do it, will bring you a little bit of peace of mind. So you won't get distracted that easily either. And if you face a challenge, you'll be able to face it successfully as well. So, and there is all kinds of way to finding it out. You can think about it yourself, ask yourself questions. That's another really important thing, to be really open about yourself, your skills, your knowledge, your weaknesses, and be willing to face them. Either yourself by talking and reflecting yourself, or talking with other people. Make sure that it's only people that actually support your dream and what you want to see you grow. None of the naysayers, and that's not going to work anyways, it's not needed, whatever. None of those. It's only people that support you that should be listened to. And then you can decide when it's the right time for you to talk to those people, because maybe in the beginning you don't want to, you want to figure it out yourself. And then when you made up your mind, when you have a stable basis and a root that is strong, then you maybe want to share it. The other thing is that when it comes to listening to other people, nobody really knows best about what you should do than you. So really be careful to who you listen to. Also to what I'm saying now. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Do your way if you know that it's the right way, and if it really feels good, and if it resonates. And you can find out about it when you observe your body, how it feels. If you start feeling a clump in your stomach, deciding this or that, then maybe it's not the right decision. If you feel light, that's maybe a good sign. If you cramp in your face, it's maybe you have doubts. So your body will tell you and give you hints. And that's something to really be observant about, because it will give you insights into what it actually is that you want. It's not always easy, and I also sometimes struggle with it. And it's good to have somebody to talk this through and interact with that can pick up on these things. And that's something very personal to each one of us. For me, it's intuition, super immediate. For others, it's a gut feeling. For some, it's like dwelling on it for a week or two or a month. It's very personal. This is basically what I wanted to share today, that even if you want to become a scientific illustrator and deliver services and find clients, it is still really important that you're settled in yourself and you know what you want, why you want it, what brings you joy, because that has then effects on how you price, how you communicate, how you how do you bring yourself out into the world, how you communicate with clients, what feeling they get. It all is connected, and I will share a little bit of something for each one of these topics in the following weeks. So it is really, really crucial to have a stable base, but it's still sometimes flexible. You can change, but change according to how you want to change and what you feel is right. 2 years in, you might feel like, I might branch out a little bit, or I might, strengthen my root in that way, or whatever, drop something else. But it is up to you. So this is the thoughts for today. Feel free to share what you think. Otherwise, I wish you a nice Monday, a great week ahead, and see you next week. Bye bye.